Hey, how y'all doing out there? I am Coach O, and this is the National Scouting Service podcast show. We have some very interesting topics today, as well as some picks that I'm going to be talking about. And again, you can also follow us on Twitter at Coach O Brown. You can also follow National Scouting Service on Twitter at National Scouting. And we are being broadcasted live on Stationhead. Only thing you would have to do is download the Stationhead app and follow National Scouting. That way you can listen to our broadcast here on Stationhead app radio, as well as look at our and view our podcast on YouTube under National Scouting Service, as well as on Facebook under National Scouting Service. This show is being sponsored by Ink to the T. You can follow Ink to the T on Instagram. Ink to the T makes all of National Scouting Service t-shirts, decals, and things or whatnot, as you can see in the back. Also, Uncontested Hoops. If you're middle school, high school, little league, college athlete that's trying to improve your game, your basketball game, be sure you contact Uncontested Hoops, and that is Coach Herb Washington. You can also find Uncontested Hoops on Instagram as well. Before I get into my high school and my college news and my predictions, I had a chance to go watch a middle school team out of Dickinson, Texas, by the name of McAdams Gators. These guys, these seventh graders, eighth graders, have talent that is unbelievable. I think right now to this day, how teams used to always say Alabama could compete against NFL teams. I think this middle school eighth grade team could compete against a ninth grade team right now. Big shout outs to McAdams Gators and the coaching staff over there that's pushing these kids along the way in improving their athletic and football skills. Also, Lomax Middle School out of LaPorte, Texas, is another middle school that I had a chance to watch last week. Same thing, same level, unbelievable kids, great coaching staff over there. Good luck to both of those middle schools throughout the season, as well as to all of the middle school athletes and coaches throughout the season. Now, let's get into our National Scouting Service high school news and college news. If you haven't looked up any of these college athletes and high school athletes, we have a high school athlete by the name of Dante Farrell, who is out of Ohio. He is the nation's top receiving player in the nation. He's leading in receiving yards, outstanding athlete, again, out of Ohio, out of the state of Ohio. If you haven't looked this kid up, you probably want to look him up. Doing unbelievable things, as well as other receivers throughout the nation and throughout the state of Texas. But Dante Farrell is leading these charts as of now. Also, one of the top leading rushers in the nation is, I hope I'm not pronouncing this young man name wrong, is Malachi Dowell out of Tennessee. He's the nation's top rushing leader. Again, Malik Dowell, if I'm mispronouncing your name, I really apologize, out of Tennessee is the nation's top rushing leader. Big shouts out to him, and big shout out to all the guys that's like right behind him that's on his tail. Also, the nation's top passing leader, and there are two of these individuals, so congratulations to them. One is one of the athletes is Parker Snyder, and he's one of the nation's top passing quarterbacks. And Nick Stafferi is the other top passing leader. Good luck to you guys in your upcoming season. I hope these passing stats have your high school team at the top of the charts. Continue to do what you guys are doing. In collegiate sports, one of the top stories that's going on right now, EA Sports College Football, the rise and fall and return of the beloved game. If you haven't had a chance to read this, you can go on, you can search this on the internet through Google, and that's a nice article to read. If you, some of you all who's not familiar with EA Sports or whatever the case may be, you can get a good read on this. And again, excuse me, this is EA Sports College Football, the rise and fall and return of the beloved game. You don't want to miss that. And like I said, again, it is a great read. Also in AP News, the FBS ADs is having a problem with collegiate football, or a misunderstanding, however you want to put it. But the FBS ADs urge for a college football reform, but not a NCAA breakaway. Now, sometimes you have to be careful what you ask for. Like if you look at the LPGA or the golf, they having a big misunderstanding or disagreement with live or live, whatever they calling it. And a lot of these professional golfers are breaking away and going to live or live, whatever that golf league is. So to the FBS ADs, I just urge you guys to be careful what you ask for, because if you push a lot of these entities in the NCAA against the wall, I'm pretty sure these college schools or the NCAA are going to come back out swinging as well. Now, let's get into my Texas high school games, score and predictions. And I hope y'all ready for this. And again, this is just my opinion. Well, we have some games that's going on today, this Thursday, September the 16th of the year 2022. And in Thursday night action, we have Houston Westside Wolves versus the South Houston Trojans. Big shout out to my guy, Coach Ware at South Houston. And I'm picking South Houston in this game. We also have Houston Heights Bulldogs versus hold on, I got this wrong. We got the Houston Heights Bulldogs, and I have the team name wrong, but I got the Houston Heights Bulldogs picked in this game. Sorry about that. We had the name put in wrong. And then our Friday night game, which is on September the 16th of 2022. In that Saturday night action, I have Channelview Falcons versus the Clear Lake Falcons. Big shout out to my boy, Coach Sullivan over at Clear Lake. And I have Clear Lake winning this game. We have the Huntsville Hornets versus the Springfield Chargers. I have the Huntsville Hornets picked to win in that game. We also have Richmond Foster Falcons versus the Angleton Wildcats. In that game, I have the Angleton Wildcats to win that game. Big shout out to my boy, Coach Michael Littleton, and to my boy, Coach Chris Brown. With that being said, we have other schools in action as well. The NCSS, which is National Scouting Service Game of the Week. I have the Brazos Port Exporters. Big shout out to my boy, Coach Sincere, versus the Silby Tigers. Unfortunately, Coach Sincere, man, you may be mad at me, but I have the Silby Tigers picked to win that game. And my other NSS game of the week is the Houston St. Pius X-Panthers versus the Lamarck Cougars. I have the Houston St. Pius X-Panthers pick to win that game. That is my high school predictions. And now we're going into my college picks. I'm sorry, I said Chris Brown. To my boy at Angleton High School, Coach Curtis Brown. My bad, Curtis. I know you probably gonna get mad at me for that, but I did correct myself. I know Coach Littleton probably having a lot to say about that. But in my college picks, I have we starting off with the number one team in the nation. No, it is not Alabama. They have failed one spot, but it is Georgia versus South Carolina. I have Georgia picked to win that game. One of the owners of this National Scouting Service podcast show is Coach Morris Mo Cannon. We call him the Merc. He's out of Atlanta, Georgia. I had the pleasure of playing professional ball with him, and he is a Georgia Bulldog fan. He represents his state. So I have Georgia Bulldogs winning that game against South Carolina. The number 2 ranked team in the nation is Alabama, and they're playing against Louisiana Monroe. I have Alabama picked to win that game. The number 3 team in the nation is Ohio State versus Toledo. I have Ohio State winning that game. And the number 4 team in the nation is the Michigan Wolverines versus Connecticut. And I have Michigan Wolverines to win that game. And other college picks have Mid-America Nazarene University, my alma mater, versus William Penn. But unfortunately, I have William Penn to win that game against Mid-America Nazarene University. Texas A&M Commerce versus my other alma mater in Sam Houston State University Bearcats. And I have Sam Houston State Bearcats picked to win that game. And Northern Colorado versus the Lamar University Cardinals, a school that I am attending now. And I have the Lamar University Cardinals picked to win that game. In other college picks, I have another school I attend. I am a journeyman that I did attend in Ottawa University. These are the Braves versus McPherson University, but unfortunately, I have the McPherson University pick to win over my Ottawa University Braves. I have Jackson State University versus Tennessee State University. Have Jackson State to win that game. That is my college picks. And also, you can follow us on Instagram, which is National Scouting. You can find us on Facebook under National Scouting Service. You can also find us on Snapchat under National Scouting Service. I mixed that name up last week and mixed it up again. You can find us on Stationhead, as I said before. Download the Stationhead app and follow National Scouting. We're also on TikTok under National Scouting Service, and we are broadcasting live on YouTube, where you can also find us under National Scouting Service as well. If you want to contact us about being a guest on the show, or you want us to feature somebody on this show, you can email us at nationalscoutingservice@yahoo.com or nationalscoutingservice@gmail.com. That is our show for the day. Good luck to all the high school teams that are playing today, as well as the JV teams that are playing today. Hope everybody come out injury-free in the players. Good luck to the coaches. Hey, and don't be yelling at these coaches on the field. They're doing the best they can. I know sometimes our stadium seat coaches feel like they can do a better job. Jobs come open every year. Just go out and apply, and you can probably be that next high school and college coach somewhere out there. I want to give a big shout out to one of my big supporters in Coach Sean Parrish. You can find him on Twitter at Sean Parrish 12. Again, that's at Sean Parrish 12. This guy's always advertising top athletes in the area, helping top athletes get noticed out there by colleges and college coaches. And big shouts out to him, because without coaches like him and without supporters like him, our kids do not have a standing chance, because they're doing the best they can in the classroom as well as on the field. And with that being said, this is my podcast show, and this podcast show is National Scouting Service Podcast. Hope you enjoy. I will be back this Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time with Christopher S. Walker, a tight end / defensive end out of Westfield High School, to be followed by other high school and collegiate athletes to be right here on this show. If you're somebody that's interested in being on the show, again, just contact us on any of our social media outlets or by email at nationalscoutingservice@yahoo.com or nationalscoutingservice@gmail.com. Again, this show is being brought to you by Ink to the T, as well as Uncontested Hoops, which you can find on Instagram and on Stationhead National Scouting Service. This is our show. I am Coach O, and again, I am out.